WIS got answers for a business owner who says a water service line has been leaking for months onto his property.
He says that Columbia Water hadn't given a timeline for a fix. The utility told us today that the repair is coming next week. Our
Chris Joseph is live at Mr. Nick's Car Wash on St. Andrews Road in Lexington County. So Chris, how severe is this leak there?
Well, Cynthia, it's obviously hidden by the rain right now, but the way this works is there's a service line essentially right next to that sign. Water is leaking out, flowing into the main driveway, ultimately running down and pooling up at the vacuum. Again, exampled nicely by the rainwater here. It ultimately snakes behind and even makes its way into the neighborhood lot. The concern here is that as these temperatures cool down, it will freeze. So he's been reaching out to Columbia Water, and some help may have arrived today.
It propagates all the way across the front half of the parking lot.
I met Dean Medanis at his business, Mr. Nick's Car Wash on St. Andrews Road. He gave me the tour.
It's pulling up here by our vacuums, which is certainly a safety hazard and a liability concern.
The Columbia Water service line to his property is leaking, leaving water flowing into his lot. He says since the summer, it's been a problem, one he tried to resolve over the phone.
In the meantime, we've probably followed up at least 8 to 9 times since July. Each time it's the same story. It goes to dispatch. They will not commit a time that it will be fixed.
But now the weather is getting cold.
This will turn into a solid sheet of ice, and we can't get any resolve from the city.
He says the weather has him considering closing part of the shop to avoid safety hazards. I reached out to Columbia Water.
And it is scheduled for repair next week.
Assistant City Manager Clint Sheely is tasked with improving the utility's staffing, work order backlog, and communication. It's no small task, but he provided data showing the backlog has dropped from 4,000 to 2,600 in the last year. Field staffing has climbed with 9 new workers. Communication with customers like Medanis remains a goal.
Chris, we've been looking at how to close the loop with our customers as we whittle down this backlog. We'd love, and the vision is that when customers, they may be able to go to an online portal and see themselves what the status of a leak repair, where that is.
Moments after I spoke with Sheely, Columbia Water staff pulled up and began assessing the situation. They drained the water meter hole and made notes for the next crew. So Sheely says if you have concerns about a water leak and how that water might freeze over in a road or a street near you, obviously within the Columbia Water customer area, reach out. There is sand and salt that they're working on to potentially put in place when that arises. Reporting in Lexington County, Chris Joseph, WIS News 10.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. And tonight, the Columbia City Council approved another $600,000 of funding for contractors to help city staff catch up on some of those leaks.